All right, let's jump right into it. We've got a major alert for anyone working in the US on a foreign visa. A really sudden rule change just kicked in, and honestly, it could directly impact your job and your family's income. So let's break down what is happening right now. So if you or your spouse has a US work permit, you're going to want to pay very close attention. The old rules, the ones that gave everyone a crucial safety net, have just been wiped out. And understanding this change is absolutely essential if you want to protect your job. Here it is in black and white. It's this simple. Before, you had a 540-day grace period. This let you keep working while your renewal was being processed. But as of October 27th, that grace period is now 0. It is completely gone. Now, the document at the center of all of this is the EAD, or Employment Authorization Document. The easiest way to think about it is like your official work license in the United States. And, just like your driver's license, it has a very firm expiration date. 540 days. I mean, just think about that. That's nearly a year and a half. This number wasn't random. It was a critical safety net. It was specifically designed to protect people from losing their jobs just because of, bureaucratic delays. And just like that, poof, it's gone. As of October 27th, that protection has been totally eliminated. So if your EAD expires, you can no longer legally work. It doesn't matter if your renewal application is sitting in a pile on someone's desk waiting to be processed. So who exactly is getting caught in the middle of this? I mean, this is not a minor tweak to the rules. This change is affecting a huge range of visa holders and their families all across the country. And the list of who's affected is pretty broad. We're talking about spouses of H-1B and L-1 visa holders, the people who often rely on these permits for that vital second household income. It also hits workers on e-visas, plus refugees and asylum seekers. This change is going to be particularly tough for a lot of Indian families. A huge number of Indian professionals are here on H-1B visas, and their spouses often work using an EAD. That second income is now suddenly and very seriously at risk. But this isn't just about policies and paperwork. This change has immediate, real-world consequences. For so many people, it can turn a stable life into a full-blown household crisis, almost overnight. The impact is incredibly simple and severe. For thousands of families, this isn't some abstract problem. It is a direct and immediate threat to their financial stability. It kicks off this really dangerous domino effect. First, the work permit expires. The next domino to fall, the job is lost immediately. And right after that, the household income just drops off a cliff. There is no longer anything to stop this chain reaction. And when that income just disappears, what's really at stake? Well, it's everything. It's the ability to pay your mortgage or your rent. It's being able to cover your kids' school fees. It's all the basic, everyday expenses that every single family relies on. So, all of this brings us to the big question. Why? Why make such a drastic change? And why do it right now? Well, there's the official reason the government is giving, and then there's the practical reality of the immigration system itself. The official line from USCIS, the immigration agency, is that this is a common sense rule. They're saying that getting rid of the automatic extension is necessary to make sure everyone is vetted properly and to protect national security. Okay, but here is the reality on the ground. This change is happening inside a system that is already drowning in major processing backlogs. Lots of these applications already take months, sometimes even longer, to get approved. And this is really the heart of the problem. Workers are now going to lose their jobs and their income, not because they did anything wrong, not because they're ineligible, but simply because the system they have to rely on is too slow to process their paperwork in time. So, given this new reality, what can you actually do about it? Because this is no longer a situation where you can just wait and see. You've got to take urgent, proactive steps right now. The action plan is pretty simple, but it is urgent. First, go find your EAD and check its expiration date, like today. Second, file for your renewal as soon as you possibly can. The government itself advises filing 180 days in advance. And third, just prepare yourself for a very long, very uncertain wait. This is the key takeaway here. The buffer is gone. There is no more safety net, no more automatic extensions. From the moment your EAD expires, there is only the paperwork you filed and the very anxious waiting game that comes next. And that is the new reality. For thousands of people living and working here legally in the United States, the visa that brought them here hasn't changed at all. But the fundamental rules you need to follow just to survive on that visa, well, those have just been completely rewritten.